The Irish came in, rejigged the criminal fraternity, invented the Liverpool mafia and put the Coggins in space, and anyone that was working for the Coggins was affiliated to the Irish mafia, the Kinnerton cartel. And what you're seeing now, since them Coggins have been arrested on the EncroChat and placed in custody, is their lieutenants being given the have-all and be-all of the city. And they're going round and they're killing 9-year-old kids, shooting them dead in their mum's houses. And they're going round shooting Ashley Gale. You know, don't think this is the workings of Liverpool-born criminals, people. These people that are running around the city putting bodies in bags have worked, especially Cashman. Cashman warned me about the Irish whilst I was in custody. Cashman has been mixing with the Irish cartel since he was in prison on his last sentence. When he's got out of prison, he's just became their loyal gunman. When he became their loyal gunman, his boss, Stephen Tierney, got access to anything wanted. And I'm not talking shit. I'm not throwing a bit of salt on top. I'm not trying to make myself feel like, look as if I'm a bit more notorious than what I have been. I'm sitting here, stripped back to the bare essentials, with me morals in full capacity, screaming about what's gone on in my life since I've been released, because I'm promoting a positive message of choose a life, not a knife. And I'll continue to do so. And look, you know what? Look at the people that have been targeting me. Look at Tony Judge, for example. I know for a fact that the firearm that was used against me was delivered by Tony Judge to Brian Broad's house and placed in the hands of Wheatman, Lamb and O'Shea. I know that for a fact. And you heard me 2 years ago screaming about Tony Judge and his involvement in this conspiracy to murder. And everyone was going, oh, here he is, paranoid Judge, he's a businessman, he hasn't sold, has he? And what do you know? He gets nicked on the EncroChat for smuggling firearms into the country on mass scale. He's only waiting to be sentenced. You haven't heard about it because he's managed to keep a name on the newspaper. Every single individual that has tried to come at me and wreck me has received the karma they so just deserve. Why? Because I've been on a righteous path. I haven't been doing nothing bad. I haven't been spreading negative energy. I've been doing what I'm doing to spread my message of positivity, which is creating an avenue for the kids to listen to and get the from them OCGs. It's not bad what I've been doing. The individuals that I've been screaming about, they're not good people. They're not law-abiding citizens who's got the heart of our city there. You know, everyone I've been screaming about, everyone that's been getting labelled whatever, left, right and centre over my social media platforms, is because they bang at it and they need it. They deserve what I'm doing to them. I'm not just going onto the streets and targeting my man who's got 3 kids and lived all his life. I'm not calling him a rat. I'm not calling him a piece of shit. I'm encouraging him to find a backbone and stand up against these rats. When you hear me ranting and going off and being passionate about all these little... I'm not targeting them because I'm jealous. I'm targeting because I know the damage they're doing within the city, to the children of the city, to families within the city, to the grandparents that can't come out the houses no more because they're scared of that gang at the bottom that's burned 4 houses out on the street. That's what I'm about. I didn't create this personality. I didn't get out of jail and think, you know what, I'm going to reinvent myself as this. This is who I am. This is what I am. This is what I stand for. I'll do what I can from this righteous position on this pedestal that I have made myself. No one give me this stage to scream off. No one's come in and helped me get my message out there. I haven't had groups of individuals coming in, throwing funds at me to buy flyers and advertising like this. This is a one-man band screaming for his life to protect others. That's what you're looking at. And I don't care. I am who I am. I'm a 40-year-old man. I've been through an awful lot in my life. An awful lot. I've been through every system this government can put on you, and it hasn't broke me. I've got out the other side of the system and they still didn't want to leave me alone, stitching me up, keeping me on bail, trying their hardest for me to breach license so they can make me do 10 years on top. I didn't break. I didn't falter. I didn't go under and reoffend. I didn't go out and put a few of these to bed, which I could quite easily do. I retaliated with strength, wisdom, words, wisdom. Choose a life, not a knife. It's powerful enough in me to keep me out of them circles. It's definitely powerful enough for half of you that aren't even in the life yet. It's powerful enough to keep me from going back to prison, in which I've done over 30 years of my life in. Do you understand what I'm saying? There was no way I was going to run out and jeopardise myself or my freedom for a gang of horrible rats. I weren't doing a Spencer Benjamin. You know, I'm not like that. I'm a serious individual. When it's time for me to collect, I can collect. Until then, I'm promoting these words of wisdom. I'm delivering this message. I'm recreating mindsets that the youth didn't know they had. I'm motivating and inspiring kids right round the country to come away from that type of life. All you youth that are caught up in calling me A, B and C, watch when you reach 28 and you've spent a 10 in prison, and then you'll be thinking about me and going, you know what? He was on it. He was all over it. Why didn't I listen? Why didn't I just sit and contemplate what's saying for a minute? Because I might have just walked away from that group and I might have just had a well better life with kids that I'm in regular contact with a bird that's loyal to me. Just have a little think, contemplate on what you're doing. Remember that every action you do has consequences, and the consequences are all yours and your family's. I'm going to leave it there now because it's going on a little bit. I'm not here clickbaiting. I'm not here sucking the blood out of anyone. I'm simply here delivering a message of choose a life, not a knife, UK. It needs delivering more and more. I've been doing it by myself with my one mouth and my little flyers and my little way of doing things. But there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can scream. There's only so much inspiration I can propel and project onto the youth, onto the minds of your kids. I need people repeating what I scream so it vibrates further. I haven't got no networks coming in trying to help me. I haven't got people embracing me and embracing the message. They've been persuaded not to come near me as if I'm a loose cannon, as if I'm not right in the head. I'm in the head. I'm the first to admit it, but am I evil? No, have I got good intentions? Yeah. Have I ever hurt anyone or damaged anyone or attacked anyone since I've been out of custody? No, have I? You don't want to help this message that has got the power and the strength to change the minds of the youth. You don't have to. If you feel that you can push the opinions of drug dealers and criminal organisations away from your mind and form your own opinion upon me, let me know what your opinion is. I don't want to hear of the opinions of your mates or them or this. Sit back, have a think about what I stand for, form your own opinion on me, and if you want to give me a platform to make this message go where it should be going, give me a platform to speak on. If you don't want to help me in that sense, please, I'll give you the encouragement to carry on. At least let me know I'm doing the righteous thing here. At least let me know I haven't sacrificed my whole personal life to protect the youth for nothing. And I'm not talking about your money. I'm not talking about your materials. Although all that makes my life a lot easier and better, I'm not screaming about that when I'm asking for your help. I need the emotional support. I need people being confident and respecting what I'm doing. I'm not scared to say that they respect what I'm doing. Once other people start standing the ground and appreciating and projecting what I'm screaming, other people will follow suit. Why? Because it's not a dangerous thing anymore. Why? Because I've got more non-criminals supporting me than criminals hating me. And this is the way it needs to be if you want this to carry on and continue the way I'm doing it. I need support. I need emotional support. I need to be given some energy that tells me you're doing right. You're not doing wrong. What you're doing here, you won't see the rewards until you're dead. But the rewards will definitely come. I'm not after rewarding. My rewards are in the physical form. My rewards are getting messages off you lads who are telling me you've changed your life and left that group behind and now you're in a well better place. That's my reward. That's what I thrive on. I don't thrive on money. I don't thrive on materialistic. I thrive on results. And in this work, in my line of work, results are getting messages off mums, dads, nanas, kids, telling me the difference I've made in their lives through what I preach. That's my reward. What, you think I'm not going to be blessed for what I'm doing? Do you think I'm not going to be admired and respected for what I've been up to for the past 6 years? You're all wrong. In the eyes of them skies, I'm being rewarded consistently without me even knowing it. In the eyes of the Creator, they're watching every struggle. They're watching every emotional downturn I take. They're watching them depressive holes I keep on going into and coming back out of on the back of this message. They can see everything. They know I'm genuine. They know I'm real. That's why they're protecting me while I'm delivering this message. And you can say what like, he's lost it. He's practicing to the skies. You all need to start releasing skies. You all need to start believing in them skies. Because when it comes to crunch, if you're not a believer, you're getting left behind till you become a believer. What I'm doing now in 6 years is redeeming myself for 20 years of violent crime on the streets of Liverpool. What am I doing now in this 6 years? I'm on a road of redemption because of the ripple effect I left in our city for 20 years. We started the current phase. We started the current level of violence. We started the new way of grafting on the streets. Don't get used to it. All I've done since then is try to be on this road of redemption and prove myself to the community that are damaged, that I'm here to help. I'm here to make it move forward. I'm here to stop kids getting dragged down the path of life that I got put on and left on to destroy myself. I'm not going to sit back and let people destroy themselves. I'm giving them an option to listen. If they listen and take it on board, choose a life, not a knife, will work for them. If they listen and don't take it on board, it's never going to work for them. Sweating me back out. I'm going to have to go. Obviously, me, I'm sound, people. Don't worry about me. You might see me go a little bit left, a little bit right, but I'm always on the straight and narrow. Do you understand? And when I mean go left or right, it only kicks in when I'm being stalked, harassed, and gang stalked, if you like. You know, I'm getting threats. I put one threat out there. If I put all my threats out that I get every day from the dealers, you'd understand the pressure I'm under. You'd understand that that's going through my mind every day, dealing with these rats. And they're not all criminals. You know, you've got Fat Joe Kid and his little group of individuals that have been targeting me, harassing me, violating me, so on and so forth. You know, it's not just criminals, it's people who mix with them criminals that are targeting me. And these individuals, they work in all walks of life. You know, they've got the studios. They won't give me access to them. They'll give everyone else access to them, but they won't give me access to them. That's not because of who I am. It's because of what I stand for. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't upset all their mates that are laundering their money through podcasting, that are laundering their money through these clothing outlets or these food outlets or these gymnasiums. I've upset a lot of people, mate, and I'm proud of it because I know I'm upsetting the right people. These people that have had it easy because they've been living on the back of drug money have never been screamed about, have never been exposed. They're going to form some sort of hatred opinion towards me, aren't they? But like I keep saying, people, I'm genuine. I'm doing it for the right reasons. I'm not stuck up my own arse. I'm here trying to make a difference to the kids in our city. I keep on reiterating, the children of the future. The children of the future. If our children are being raised in environments where they're being groomed into violent crime, being groomed into taking, young girls are starting to feel fascinated about dealers. It doesn't matter as long as they get with the dealer. It doesn't matter whether the dealer's going to bang her for a year, make her pregnant and destroy her life. Does it? Well, to you it doesn't. To me it does. I haven't spoke to my nieces for years and years and years. Why? Because I had to sacrifice them. Why? Because of my message. This 19-year-old